Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. If you already know me, you know I am passionate about facilitation. I'm passionate about coaching, and also being on the other side of the business. I know how difficult it is to get time from business for learning interventions. And recently, I bumped into a good friend, a professional who is made this as a living out of his own will and choice. Welcome, Senthil. So over to you. A little bit of introduction about yourself.
Thank you, Bhaskar. You're kind. Thank you for your kind words. I'm really happy to be in your show. I hope it adds more value to the listeners as well. So, a bit about me. I hail from a small town here in Komarapalayam in Tamil Nadu. So, I did my graduation in mechanical engineering. Then I went on to work as a scientific researcher. I was publishing research articles. I traveled to UK, did further research in nanotechnology. So all those things were happening. But then suddenly I got into Young India Fellowship. I deferred my PhDs and I kind of pursued this Young India Fellowship in India. I came back to India. That exposure to kind of liberal arts made me realize what is missing in our mainstream education system, where we are so much focused on STEM education, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and less to do with human-centered learning. So that exposure kind of made me realize that this is missing and we need to do something around this space. I started MADIEE. One of the incidents in Chennai, Ennore oil spill, kind of triggered me as well when people were using mugs and buckets to clean the oil. And it was a time a book was also written, Building Golden India, by Senthil Kumar. So it was these two incidents that kind of triggered me to start something quick. And that's how I started MADIEE. MADIEE is an acronym that stands for Making a Difference in Educational Experience. It's pronounced MADIEE because it signifies mother's lap. So I wanted to recreate the way we learn sitting on a mother's lap happily. So can we learn the same way even as adults? And I believed yes, and that's how I started MADIEE. Yeah. So the focus was to train people around liberal arts. Yeah.
Fantastic. Very inspiring. And I know one moment, one conversation, one incident could change the course of our life. For many of us, any of these climate change events would be a news item on the newspaper or what we see on television. But for you, it had a profound and deep impact. And till date, you talk about it, you make it as your North Star. And you are in a mission mode now.
We started up as a training organization initially, but then the moment I started designing our first board game, we had a lot of takers for the program. So the open public program that we hosted, we had company CEOs, college professors, HODs, working professionals and students all came for the workshop, and it was love at first sight for me to see as an academician how powerful the board game as a pedagogy is. And that's how we went more into game-based pedagogy. And right now we design serious games that helps train the corporate leaders, develop their behavioral skills, develop their leadership skills. And we do it significantly via serious games. And we have both the options, both digital and physical games. We have been fortunate enough to work with some of the good organizations in India to design business simulations around their entire organization, so that if someone joins the company, they understand their organization swiftly through a business simulation. These are some of our core offerings. So we work with most of some of the top companies here in India, like KTM, Tata Steel, Daimler, Caterpillar, and even across the globe, Savient, a lot of other organizations as well. Some of the organizations, the Fortune 100 companies, we have worked globally. And we also are partnered with organizations like Zombie, Happiness Coach, SHRM, in helping us reach out to a wider audience, because we are a small organization and these partnerships help us reach out to various organizations.
Fantastic. And how many employees do you have and which cities they operate from?
Okay, so we're a team of 7 members and they operate from across various cities in India. I operate from a small town here in Tamil Nadu.
That's amazing. And Senthil, I have had a few conversations with you in the past and we played online game together. And I want that experience for our audience. Mm-hmm. So this being a teaser or a intro for our conversation, we are planning to have a live session sometime soon. And I invite all the audience who are listening or watching this, please do write to either Senthil or me. We would create that used cases or user profile or persona or problem statement. Based on that, we would take up few games which can be played online together, right? That's what we have here to offer you. And I'm excited because Senthil being a generous giver, we have to also honor his time and expertise, making sure that the time that we are together, we leverage it both for our own understanding of how to use games for developmental purposes, learning purposes, both in corporate as well as in coaching or facilitation or training purposes. At the same time, help Senthil to get a perspective on what other use cases could be there, right? So I think it's a win-win proposition.
Thank you, Bhaskar, for giving me the space as well. So you can always accept some interesting games, serious games that's going to happen. So agile coaches, entrepreneurs, HR leaders, L&D practitioners, business coaches, life coaches, facilitators, trainers, even students for that matter, whoever believes in play as a learning mode are welcome to join us and have a great time. Thank you.
Fantastic.
For the space.
And we will leave the details in the link below. So I'm so excited. There's so much we can explore in this area. And again, my invitation to all the viewers and listeners, please do reach out to us with your questions, scenarios where you feel game or simulation or serious game, as Senthil puts it, can be a great differentiator in your learning journey. You are moving from point A to point B, how these games, whether it is online, offline, could be a great facilitator of the journey, right? And if you're a coach, if you are a trainer or a facilitator, you could integrate these in your offerings and make it more engaging, entertaining, and educating, right? So that way, we will see you there. Make sure you reach out to us and give us your inputs. When we go live, this is what's going to happen. You get a chance to play with Senthil and me online in real time. So we will bring up games one after the other based on the inquiries and questions that we are getting between now and when we go live. And we will create an experience for all of us in real time, how to use this game in different scenarios. I've had a chance and privilege to play a game with Senthil. It is fantastic. And imagine if you are in a remote setting or hybrid work setting. These games can be a great game changer, pun intended, where relationships could be better, collaboration could go one notch higher, conflicts can be handled more effectively, and most important of all, you could be a best place to work. It's beautiful area and wonderful addition to your toolkit. In addition to what other tools you may have, this would be a go-to tool. Every time you have something that you want exciting, a game or a serious game would be a wonderful way to connect with your audience. And please do send your comments, queries, and scenarios on which we can pick up these games. And if you are interested to join on the live session where you can be a demo player with us, please send in your coordinates. We will get in touch with you. And that's the best way that you could be a part of this revolution. And in case you feel someone in your network would benefit from this message, please do pass this information to them and ask them to stay in touch with us. So till we meet again in the next live demo session, this is Bhaskar Natarajan and my colleague Senthil Kumar signing off.
Thank you.